You got to embrace the pain. You got to embrace the problems.
Yep.
You have to want for those things.
Yep.
Because if you're not wanting for those things, then you're failing. You're failing to act. You're failing to get outside of your comfortability.
It's like, yeah, there's still hardship though. You know, it's like, okay, maybe you're not in a situation where you're wondering where your next meal's going to come from type of situation, but there's still struggle. There's still like shit we have to deal with, shit that's like relationship stuff, things that happen when all your servers go down, like all of these types of things. And like, you're still growing through that. So I'm excited to look back 10 years from now and be like, oh, remember those fucking problems that we thought was a big deal?
Yeah. It's so true. But I remember that grind with Danelle and watching her build that business up and how hard she worked at it.
Yeah.
And I was jealous. There was times I was jealous because I wanted more of her time. Yeah. Right. And I was just like, damn. But that was her love. That was like, she was putting all of her energy into it and she built something great, out of it. But I can tell you right now, it wasn't easy for her.
Yep.
Yeah, she built a salon up to where she kept 21 girls busy at all times doing eyelashes, hair, etc. That's fucking amazing. I look back at that now and I'm like, dude, this woman is fucking amazing to be able to build that, right? But once again, because I was a part of the journey, I know it was hard. Yeah. I know the type of work, effort, everything that she put into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then finally, I got to the marketing company to a point to where, hey, we didn't need her money anymore. She could come over and help in here, and that was like. That had to be hard too. Think about that level where you come in, you become an entrepreneur like Danelle, you put in the time, the effort, you have like this new baby, and it's like you have to let it go, and then I ask you to let it go.
Yeah.
And like, how strong is that fucking woman? You know what I mean? How strong is that woman? I remember letting go of my moving company. That was my baby. You know what I mean? That was my baby. And I remember how hard that was. That was a fucking struggle for me.
Yeah.
Like, to get to a point where you almost contemplate suicide.
Yeah.
That's fucking a struggle.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's like, it's all those journeys that make the beautiful that you see today.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And so like, if your life isn't beautiful, if you're not living life that you want right now, it's probably because you didn't go hard enough.
Yep.
You didn't have a hard enough time. You didn't build your character. You chose not to go through the struggle, and you chose to sit in comfort. Yep. And when you step inside these groups, when you step in here with us, we expect you to get uncomfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because that's where growth lies. That's where happiness comes from. That's where standing on these stages, impacting small business owners and actually bringing value to the world begins, is in you being uncomfortable.
Yep.
And I think that's so important. But yeah, watching Danelle's growth through that and then getting to that point to where she had to make that decision, and she made that decision because she loved, like, you got to think, like, there had to be such a huge love for me for her to let go of that.
Yeah.
There's just no way that somebody would just let go of a baby, something that you put that much time, that much effort, there had to be so much love to where she wanted to get back to spending more time, growing something together. You know what I mean? And I just
trust.
Yeah, and trust. And there's just so much to it. But that level, because that's a level, right?
Yeah.
That level, and then feeling so confident to where she knew, like, all right, if Josh fucks this up, because you guys know I've struggled with addiction through my life. And so it's like, okay, she's probably in her head, all right, if Josh fucks this up and becomes an addict, I'm strong enough in my knowledge now to where I can go rebuild this shit if I need to rebuild it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, but that was a level. That was a level for her to where she took a chance on me because of love, and she took a chance on herself because she gave up her comfortability to become uncomfortable again and hit that next level. Yep. And you guys see it all the time. It's like Sean said, it's like these levels and this struggle and the pain and the push through that you have to have, it continues on every fucking level you hit. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop no matter where you're at in life. I don't care. Like, I have mentors that, have $50-60 million in the bank, right? And so I've seen guys that do billions of dollars. The guy that made Craftsman Tools, like, he owned a huge part of Craftsman Tools, Bell Telephone back in the day. That was my mentor. And so, like, I even seen him, and he, like, even no matter what level he hit, there's always struggle.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to live a better life, if you want to live life on your own terms, then you have to embrace the struggle.
Yep.
You got to embrace the pain. You got to embrace the problems.
Yep.
You have to want for those things.
Yep.
Because if you're not wanting for those things, then you're failing. You're failing to act. You're failing to get outside of your comfortability.